What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, today we're going over everything that I do in my daily routine on Marvel Contest of Champions. Now, there's a lot to go through, and there's a lot I do on a daily basis to just upkeep the account. And sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, but I'm gonna just run through the stuff that I usually look at. Usually we go through a bunch of things here. So first of all, I'm gonna include alliance events as well because I am in an active alliance, and Alliance War, Alliance Quest mean a lot to me. Although I have been less active due to traveling and work and stuff, so that's why I said it's ups and downs throughout. But just keep in mind, I do Alliance Quest and Alliance War on a pretty much day-to-day basis as well. I'm just not going to mention it further, but just know they are included. So first of all, I'll go through, just complete the daily super event with whatever stuff I do, right? I usually make sure this has just been finished every single day. Make sure you get all the rewards, get the energy refills. We have 14 in the stash, etc. Get the units, get the 7-star shards, get the revive. Those are the main important things in here. So this as well, just good bunch of resources just to keep on stacking on a day-to-day. And then for the boosts as well, it's really useful, especially if you play some higher tier wars. So make sure you do your daily super events. Now there's a couple other things you want to go through. So as you can see, I have 1 day remaining on the Food for Thought side quest stuff. Now you want to complete these as well. Use the Mysterium. So usually check these special events if anything is expiring, like the 200 rating in Gladiator Circuit. Probably not going to get that due to some inactivity on my part, due to travels and stuff. But that is totally fine. I can let go of the Radiance and be totally fine. But I do check these and I make sure that I start working on them as soon as possible. Then Battlegrounds, similar here. Just want to make sure that these get completed most of the time, and then these two don't really matter for me personally. So, I mean, I'm not really the solo raid type of guy, so those are there. So then, what other things do I do on a day-to-day basis? Now, if I have time, I will go through and put my phone to the side, or if I have little time, put my phone to the side, auto play through the daily essentials, auto play through the weekly supply run, and then auto play through the harvest. Now, the harvest, I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to put in whatever team, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go in and auto play through while we talk about a couple things here. So the harvest quest gives some lower tier resources, and basically I complete it because I want to max out my account, or bottom to top. So 2 stars or 1 stars first, and 2 stars, then 3 stars, 4 stars, etc. So I do the harvest quest just to gain those resources, so I can then use those to max out my 2, 3, and 4 stars along the way. So I go through, auto play through the daily essentials, the harvest, and the weekly supply run as much as I can, right? I only autoplay those if I have my phone to the side somewhere, or I am editing a video and I'm putting it out there, and I'm not really using it, but I can have it on in the background, right? So it's not really taking time out of my day, but I am getting the resources and the rewards, and usually playing through these already gives like a couple points towards that super daily event. So it kind of plays into each other, right? I do the daily essentials, I do the super daily, I do the stuff like that, right? And then if you do the daily battlegrounds milestones as well, you're probably gonna get a lot of the super daily done already, and that pretty much could round out your day. If it's a very busy day, that is where I cap it. I do the daily auto playing, I run through couple battlegrounds matches, and that is it. I'm going to show you guys in a second what happens when I queue into battlegrounds. It could fail miserably and I might get stuck in a match, but because I have been a little reluctant with playing the game, I am not in a really high tier battlegrounds, or at least oh, sorry, not for me. Also, sorry about the month of not uploading. It has been a very busy month. Finally been able to get some time off to record a video or two, and we're going to be posting again. I know I said that in the previous video that I wanted to do weekly posts, but I just couldn't manage to fit it into the schedule. But we're queuing into a Battlegrounds match here. As you can see, we still have the MacBook webcam, so we're still traveling. That is what this means. If this is the setup, we're still traveling. So here we go. The unfortunate thing for the opponent here is that I'm in a pretty low tier in Battlegrounds, and that means that I usually get a pretty good matchup for me. So just ban the rank 4s if they have any, sometimes they don't, and then ban a rank 3 or 2. It doesn't really matter, but usually, if we get a little lucky, we get a forfeit, and then I get easy points towards my Super Daily, easy milestones on the Battlegrounds Daily event, and that really helps put it into perspective. How I get those points towards the Super Daily pretty easily if you just don't push Battlegrounds too much. Now, if you want the Radiance, I don't care too much for it, but if you want the Radiance, obviously this is not going to work as much, and you might have to do some other things. So it looks like my opponent actually wants to play through the match, so we are going to just have some fun and play through the match. We're going to get Void here and Silk. I don't really want to use Shatra unless he picks like Hulkling or whatever. Sure, man. Matrix will play through the match. Why not? And other things I do on a day-to-day. So let's get into it. The rank ups on the 2, 3, 4 stars. I pretty much go through every single day, see what's expiring catalyst-wise, and then use those resources for rank ups. Similar to ISO, if I have ISO expiring, I'm gonna go look at rank ups, and that really helps. So that is something I do on a day-to-day if I have more time. There's a couple things. So that could be step 2, right? Battlegrounds and stuff like that. That's step 2. Now, step 3 could be if I have more time, right? If I have a little more time than step 1 or 2. And then I'm going to go take a look at maybe doing the event quest or maybe doing the special quest stuff. Ooh. It's been a long couple weeks, as you can tell. My body, because it's now finally getting rest and I don't really have anything mandatory to do. My body is now starting to rest and catch up on all the lack of recovery. So I'm starting to yawn a lot. It's funny to notice, but that's why. But step 3 could be maybe doing the event quest, the special tab stuff, maybe doing some arena stuff like that, and then step 4 would be, or at least for me, would be doing new content. So content that I haven't done that still needs doing. So that could be 9.3, or that could be something like doing the Wheel of Fate. I still need to do chapter 3 of Wheel of Fate. Now, I still need to do 9.3, so 9.3 probably takes priority there. But because I hate Wheel of Fate, I did chapter 2 of Wheel of Fate last week or this week, a couple days ago. Absolutely hated it, but hey, sometimes I just have a little free time and I am able to do a quest or two. So that's what I do basically, steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 on a day-to-day. If I have even more time, I would look at other things in game, so incursions or I don't know, anything related to the Karina's challenges, and that's when I start recording like content catch-up videos, right? That's when stuff like that starts to stop by. Now, let's do this. That should be enough. Rank 4 Weapon X does a lot of damage and is a lot of fun to play. Now, Nico, good champ, but just won't deal with Dark Phoenix fast enough, I think. But that's basically what I do. It's basically on a day-to-day, and then step 5 is the what I said, the Karinas and the other stuff that comes into play, right? The old content, the content catch-up stuff that doesn't really need doing because the rewards aren't worth it, but I enjoy doing it because I have a little free time and I get a YouTube video out of it or whatever, right? That is basically steps 1 through 5, what I do on a day-to-day basis, and obviously in step 1, as I mentioned before, it is also including the Alliance War and Alliance Quest stuff. And that could be raids, that could be Alliance Quest, that could be whatever, right? Okay, we do manage to win that first round. Is Matrix ready to give up? I don't think so. I think Matrix is ready to still battle. Now, I'm gonna go through and just chat with you guys. If you enjoyed that, then drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I would really appreciate the support as we're coming back to uploading videos again. Now, if you're still here, I really do appreciate that as well, because we're going to chat for a minute or two while this Battlegrounds match is still going on. I'm going to just go through the stuff that I've done in the past couple of weeks, because I think some of those things are pretty cool to talk about. And then hopefully you guys in the comments down below will tell me what you guys did in the past couple of weeks as well, or the past month that I have been gone. So I had, in the past 3 weeks, I had 5 races, as in sports events. And I had 2 High Rocks races. If you don't know what a High Rocks race is, it's a fitness race. And I came in third in my age group, did really well, got a couple cool prizes, and absolutely just smashed the race. Got a big PB as well, personal best, and yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Had a good time. Did a race on Friday night, and then did another race on the Saturday morning, and absolutely smoked everybody. So that was pretty cool. So 2 High races, and then I had, or the week before the 2 races, I had a full week of like 12-hour shifts, just physical labor. The week after, I had another week of just physical labor. And then on that weekend, so the weekend after my Hyrux race, I had ultra marathon obstacle race. So 60 kilometers with obstacles, like 135 with mud, incline in terrain and stuff like that. We absolutely smashed the Battlegrounds match, by the way. And so 60K ultra marathon did really well. Came in top 15 again. So back-to-back weeks and did good in both. And then last weekend, so a couple of days ago, I had 2 gym races, which is pretty much a High Rocks but just a different company. And it was a bunch of fun. Did that with some colleagues and with a buddy of mine. Did 2 races as well. One on Friday, one on Saturday. That is pretty much how I basically go about those things. Because I like, if I'm already there, I might as well do a bit more. You know, I'm already there, so I might as well get the experience and or the racing experience. And it was really fun. So we did that. We did the gym races, and that was 5 races in 3 weeks. Basically it. Let me know down below what you guys did in the past month. Glad that I could record a video and catch up. And even though the camera's not good because it's the MacBook camera and whatever, and the audio and it's through the earpods, but I'm just glad to be back and glad to be here. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.